Hello, and welcome to myfinancesteacher.org. Patience is paying off, as one of the viewers commented on one of my previous videos on gold. It's nice to see it paying off. It feels good, doesn't it? Over the last couple of weeks, gold dropped all the way from 1310 to just above 1270 at the moment, and a couple of days ago it actually even dipped just below 1270. So that's a nice feeling that we were patient with entering the gold long positions. But the thing is it time to enter? Is it time to get some long positions? Back up the truck, get some gold, get some GDX, get some miners, get some silver. As you can hear, I am getting pretty excited about precious metals. And the answer to that question is, well, it might be time. It might be time, but on the other hand, there is also a chance that gold might continue dropping down all the way to this 200-day moving average, for example. That is not far from where gold is at the moment. That would be around 1250. If we look at Fibonacci retracement numbers, that 1250 would just be at 50% retracement. And even a 62% retracement is a common occurrence. That would be actually quite low, 1230, 1231. I don't really expect gold to drop that low, although there is a chance of that. But I think it is pretty likely gold might continue dropping all the way down to this 200-day moving average towards 1250, under 1260. But of course, on the other hand, it might turn around and start the new intermediate cycle and start the advancing phase of that new intermediate cycle any day soon, anytime this week or next week. So if your patience is running out, is kind of running out. As I told you already, I've entered into some long positions, although I've only used 10% of the capital that I allocate to gold-related assets to that trade. So I still have most of the powder dry, 90% of the powder dry. But anyway, if your patience is running out, I guess you might as well start accumulating slowly around these prices, and probably you will average down your price as gold drops further towards that 200-day moving average. And another thing I want to have a look at is GDX. Over here at the beginning of this year, near the end of January, we see a daily gap on the GDX chart, which hasn't filled yet, and most of the gaps on charts do fill. So that's another just 20 cents or so on GDX. So I think there is definitely a really good chance GDX is going to continue dropping down just as well as gold does. And again, if we put the Fibonacci retracement numbers here, again, 50% retracement is just around that 200-day moving average at about 20.5 on GDX, which is currently at 20.79. And the drop below that to 62% retracement is also pretty likely, 19.7. So I wouldn't allocate all of my capital to either GDX or some gold futures, even if they do reach their 200-day moving average, because again, there is a chance they might drop to, let's say, 62% retracement. But on the other hand, RSI on GDX has already touched this oversold area, so maybe in a day or two, I will think about that. I might start gradually allocating a little bit more of the capital, probably to GDX. I'll think about SLV or some other gold-related precious metals-related assets. And before I finish on this video, I really want to draw your attention to the fact that we've had a rally in the miners as well as gold itself for quite a while. This rally has been quite long, and this intermediate cycle is unusually long. So all of that tells me that a lot of people are still quite excited about gold, and there might not be enough bearishness in the gold market for a new intermediate cycle to start, a new advancing phase to start. So over the next few days, probably we still have to see more people getting disillusioned with gold, we probably have to see more people getting disappointed with the performance of gold and just kind of dropping their hats, dropping the positions, dropping the long positions they have. And that's when the market will be ready for a new rally. That's when the market will reach maybe deeper into oversold territory. So again, I do have a small position in GDX just in case, so that I don't lose that train if it starts moving off the station. But I think I will start allocating more to that, gradually adding to that position over the next several days. So personally, I'm trying to stay patient, although I'm kind of really wondering if gold price will reach this 200-day moving average over the next, well, again, several days. What do you guys think? Are we going to tag this 1250, say next week, or is a rally going to start before that? Let me know in the comments below. I haven't answered some of your previous comments. I'll get to that as soon as I have some time. There are some interesting opinions that you guys left, so I will get back to that. In the meantime, hit that like button, thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And of course, good luck in your trades.